Thanks so much, Dave.
Sorry.
Yeah, well done, Dave.
Simon, I managed to figure out the recording. So this is our recording. What you've missed in the last 5 minutes since you're gone. We were speaking to Orma basically. She quizzed us on who knew about us being in Twin Rivers at the time of the Omen. Obviously, we know that Norma knows, and now Lawman knows, and she told us to basically dispose of them in a discretionary way, and we're essentially trying to figure out why it's such a big deal, and that's where you're joining us. So, enjoy. Okay, we can go now, guys.
You nerd. Hey guys, any more questions for Grandma?
Yeah, sorry, Paddy. What did you just say? Because I feel like you had a pretty good monologue going before I sort of interrupted.
Well, I was just, I don't think I've come to any distinct good conclusions or anything, but I'm just sort of sounding it all out in my head because we remembered, like I remembered earlier seeing that wall of fire in Twin Rivers, right? Cinder is clearly, fire related. He has come back as he does once every turning of the world, once every 1100 years. He must have returned in Twin Rivers. So maybe that's why. I don't see why it would work out like this, but maybe that's why we shouldn't let people know that we were at Twin Rivers. Should we just ask Orma, why can't we let people know that we're in Twin Rivers?
Well, that's what I've been trying to ask, but she's being very sort of like secretive and telling us to kill people, which Norman's all about. But I sort of need a motive sometimes, at least.
Hellbreak isn't about just killing people to keep mouth shut,
Norman is, but he needs a reason. Like, why? I understand that people might want to get rid of us for other reasons, but why would they want to get rid of us because we were in Twin Rivers at the time? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's not making much sense to me. Can Orma, fill us in as to why we need to keep our presence in Twin... We were in Twin Rivers for quite a long time,
I'll take an insight from everyone.
$15.
Critical.
Oh, he's crit, baby.
Oh shit!
11.
Nice. For the crit, Helbrecht.
Yes.
You can tell that Grandma Orma has your genuinely definitely Norman's best interests at heart, and as part of his outer friends accompany, Shadow Crew group. By extension, you do feel that some affection filter down to you. When she says deal with them the best way you know how, that doesn't necessarily mean kill them. But she definitely thinks this information needs to be protected.
Okay.
I want to ask Orma that. I don't want to be straight up. Why do we need to protect that information? What is causing us danger from being there? I don't understand why that's such an issue.
She says she can explain, but not here.
Where can you explain?
Back at the monastery.
We can go to the monastery. I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? Outsiders at the monastery?
What, they won't be able to steal anything?
Oh, I'll make fucking sure that they don't steal anything.
Our promise not to steal anything.
I trust you.
Stealing is not in Hellbreak's nature.
And if I'm honest, I trust you as well, Rarlin. It's more the pig man.
She's definitely going to need a vouch.
Vouch for Halbrecht?
Definitely not letting the pig man into her house. I'm vouched for.
The pig man can be controlled
That's
and
smart.
contained. He's we can deal with him.
I will turn to Derek and whisper to him in his ear, remember, the holy power of my smite is far more effective against those who are undead. So you behave.
I love that.
And can we consider that a vouch? I'm outright threatening him with a really bad time if he does anything. Norman, let Orma know that
Yeah, no, unless I interrupt and say I
Yeah.
don't want to say that, everything will be relayed.
Okay, yeah. So she has been made aware that the paladin is willing to smash up this undead pigman if he does anything untoward. We'll keep an eye on him.
On a genuine scale of 1 to 20, how well are you actually going to police Derek when in the monastery?
Helbert is happy to stand behind him within an arm's reach at all times. If it means if that's what we have to do in order to gain access.
She says, how about a friendly wager then to prove it?
Oh, we love a wager here. We love it.
We're talking, Grandma.
I'll give you each 1,000 gold if you can make him come to the monastery in a pig harness, like you're taking a dog for a walk.
Absolutely. I'm going to sit on Derek.
Absolutely.
Have you got the harness?
I'm sure we can source it from somewhere.
I'm more than happy to do this.
Don't forget,
Absolutely.
guys, you can directly talk to Simon because he will be watching this.
Yeah, we might not get this far.
Oh yeah, hi Simon. Can we also, for the harness, can we also have like a handle so we can carry him like a shopping bag? Is that a
Bag for
possibility?
life.
No, like one of the nice ones from Lidl where they got like the short handles and then the big long ones over the top.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Nothing but the best for our Derek.
Oh yeah. Little gimp.
Hi, Simon.
Yeah, happy birthday, Simon.
I think the best thing to do is probably just upload this to YouTube afterwards, because fuck transferring that to Simon, and it's like a lot easier for him to watch and anyone else to watch as well. So I might just
He's
upload the whole thing.
boat Wi-Fi as well, won't he? I don't imagine he's getting like 400 or 500 meg download speed.
Yeah. Might also have to get another. Oh, you've got my hard drive actually, haven't you?
Oh yeah, true.
So I might take that off you again.
What? It's mine.
Guys, the YouTube channel is starting.
Don't joke. These are the really like old nerdy episodes where we haven't realised how to like technologically do it yet. Haven't become a polished machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, poor quality audio and stuff like that as well.
This will be for our innermost core of fans.
Been here since 2021. They'll comment in 2028. Yeah. Who else remembers what the episode called?
Look, guys, I just got to go for a wee, but I've got wireless headphones, so I can hear, but I won't be able to talk.
Talk to us when you pissed or you're dead to me.
Yeah, I want to hear it. No.
I want to imagine I can gargle. I mean,
Well, okay, are we gonna go follow Orma and find this pig harness?
I mean, yeah.
Just for any wager.
Oh, we'll get the harness on him.
She agrees to your terms, guys. Yeah, she's all about that life.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to ask her? Or speak to her about?
Well, how's Grandpappy?
Orm is not doing well, I'm afraid.
Can I see him?
No, not at the moment. But perhaps when we get all 5 of the Starlight keys, you can see him then.
Okay. I miss him.
She puts her hand on your shoulder, Norman, and she says, We all do. Now, that's all. I must be off.
Thank you for your help, Orma, as ever. It's much appreciated. Take care of yourself and give my best wishes to Grandpappy.
She says, told you, call me Gran. And she walks off.
Sorry, Gran.
She smiles.
Wipe a tear away from his eye.
Let's have some inspiration, Dave.
2 inspirations in the space of 10 minutes. Yes, I'm the new Rob.
Oh, that's cute that you think that, Dave.
I don't really.
Rob, do you want 3 inspirations?
You get 3 inspiration if we hear you piss.
I want to be right next to it for like 3 inspiration. I might even want to fucking see it. Like 3 inspiration in one go. That's unheard of.
Yeah, I'll send you a pic of my dick. What? I came running back from the bath. Oh god, inspiration.
Anything for inspiration.
Anything.
Pete, I'll suck your dick. No.
I mean, yeah, guys, it's true. Once wants become needs. Really any price.
Okay. Disgusting. You're like the D&D Joseph Fritzl, aren't you?
No?
Fritzl got caught.
Yeah.
Oh
Loser.
dear.
Who doesn't always lock it? But yeah, is there any, what do you want to do now that you're in this abandoned dwarf fortress of Karak Thrung? Grandma Orma has just left you in this dark cave tunnel.
Norman's kind
Would
of
anyone-
about the whole deal because it, bringing back memories. So he's sort of in his own head a bit, and he's not really paying attention to too much. But
Would anyone be interested if I see if I can find a tunnel to some kind of treasury?
I mean, it's worth a fucking look.
I don't know what we might find down there. Might find a Starlight key.
Could.
Hey, Pete. I'd like to, both hands on either side of this tunnel, really close my eyes and really try and feel my way to a treasury. Where would the dwarves put a treasury in this place?
We're all going to get a dick pic in the chat for this.
Yep.
What?
And one
23.
treasure room of a stone cannon check. Yeah. We're going to need more.
23.
Yeah, you know the layout of this particular fortress, and you recognise you could identify where you think the vault would be. But there's no guarantee. I'm pretty sure.
Guys, what do you think?
Norman would like to leave because Norman is uncomfortable, but he also understands that you guys fucking love loot.
And you do.
does, but you know.
Dave's flush at the moment. He don't need it right now.
Norman's finances are kept well and truly to his chest, and would respect privacy in his estate. But also, Norman's seen his family for the first time in fucking ages, and you know, it's all brought up a lot of emotions, and Norman doesn't really know how to feel right now.
Well, you know, I don't see anything particularly wrong with a good old rousing round of treasure hunt.
We just have to be careful to not go too deep.
Why would that be?
The mountain dwelling monsters.
Oh, I mean, okay. Are these monsters like? Is there a dragon down there, or are there like some trolls?
It varies there, but none of it is good.
Okay.
I don't like the varies bit.
Very.
Yeah, varies, but it would just be best to just avoid nearly all of them.
Right. So maybe.
It was one of those list, Pat, that sounds like the after effects of some new American drug. Like, none of them are good.
Erectile dysfunction.
They outweigh it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, if you're on any heart medication or real medicine, make sure you don't take that before you take this. What? Side effects may include, like, heart attack, death. What?
Yeah.
And that'll be $4,000. Thank you.
Permanent blindness, like... Sounds great.
Okay. So we can do a little check.
I just maybe just walk to the end of this tunnel or something.
Yeah, okay, I'll take another stone cutting check from you, Roberto. And then a perception check from everyone else.
Wait,
Oh, no.
how will you use my inspiration?
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh, 21.
Fucking hell.
I got 24 for perception.
I got 1.
Right, Norman's got it. Norman's always got it in the bag.
Oh, Steve told you. You got it.
Yes. And Steve.
You think you have found where the Vault Fort would be, which is the dwarven castle within the castle, specifically designed to guard the gold. There appears to be a cave in your way. What do you do?
A what in the way?
Cave in.
Cave in. So loads of corners.
Cave in. Right.
You think you can feel an ever so slight breeze coming through them?
Give them a big old kick. See what we can. Do they like crumble and move a little bit, or is it a solid like lump of shit and we're just?
No. It's multiple boulders, all differing sizes. You can't see through to the other side, but you can feel some air coming through it.
Can I use my mountain dwarf sense to give it a sniff and see if it's outside air or underground air?
It smells the same as the air you have here.
Okay, so that would probably suggest that it's not coming from any crevice which leads outside.
Which I guess is what we want if we're looking for treasure.
True, but also it does mean there's well, yeah, I suppose, yeah, as long as it's not leading us back outside.
I mean, it's still
Going.
loads of boulders in the way.
How certain are you that something lies behind this?
Fairly
Fairly.
certain.
I see.
Spoken like a really confident person.
Comme ci, comme ça.
Could be. Comme ci, comme ça.
Well, maybe this just does call an end to our treasure hunt if we're operating with fairly. We do have important matters at hand, we have just found out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could spend our time better doing other things, couldn't we? I suppose.
Probably.
It's not that drastic. We've just had a big loot from the Giants' place, and everything else. It's not the be all end all, is it?
No.
Roland really feels like he's matured in this moment.
Yeah, perhaps we should make that our business and get out of here.
Yeah, liggity split. Let's get out of here before we anger some kind of fucking demon from the depths.
Well, we're going to act against a different demon, so, it's just it's demons all the way down.
It's all demons, man.
It's all just demons everywhere. Yeah, but should we return to the entrance hall?
I believe we should.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's still around, if anyone?
So, just a quick sidebar. This guy's name on RuneScape is Snoop Frog. It's pretty fucking good name.
It's fucking good. I like that. Much better than roast potatoes.
Yeah, shut the fuck up and mind your business.
Awesome. You go back up to the entrance hall, and everyone is gone. Everyone has left lickety split. But Norma is still waiting there in the doorway. She comes up to you and whispers to you, Norma. She said, "My crew wanted to leave you.
And
Where have you been?"
What's the rush?
we well, I don't know if you know this, but apparently being in Twin Rivers around the time that happened is potentially bad news.
Yes, absolutely. I don't want to be associated with an omen of cinder. I've kept that quiet. And I hope you're keeping the fact that I was there quiet.
Yeah. I haven't told anyone.
Good. Keep it that way.
Why did... Well, a couple of questions. Why did the group want to leave? And, well, I'll let you answer that one first.
Because you don't have an airship and you'd only slow us down. I also thought I'd be cutting out some of the competition.
Okay.
You don't think a big part of Lord Astos's treasure trove is part of turning in keys? Then you're sorely mistaken. You don't know our grandmother at all.
You're right, I don't. But, I'm willing to learn. I'm quite young in comparison to everyone else. But, I have a lot to offer. Secondly, why did you wait? Could have just gone and left us. Got a head start. But you didn't.
Needed to check with you that you wouldn't tell anyone that I was in Twin Rivers.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Could have done that in multiple ways. I know what it is normally.
This one was the most strategic.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's okay to say.
She says, well, you're here now. And she turns to and storms off to the airship.
Guys, I think she likes me as a brother, obviously. but
Don't make it weird, Dave.
you know, she always pretends that she doesn't. I know deep down she does really. Norman's gonna like smile for the first time since getting here.
Not in like an incest sort of way.
No, don't be.
In a normal. Okay, cool.
Finally a member of the family has shown some sort of, I guess, love towards them.
A big feelings household.
Yeah, not really. We'll follow Norma and get to the airship.
Yeah, guys, you're just about to travel somewhere. Just feel free to discuss how you're feeling now that you're back on the airship.
What is the plan?
Honestly,
Well,
not sure.
well,
No, that's what I was going to say. Not sure.
we have the whole world in front of us. We have, you know, a million options, but the one thing we do know is that we have a starlight key, and that surely makes us a target.
Yeah, but who? As long as no one else knows that, I think we should be fine.
Yeah.
Surely.
Who could know that, Roland?
No one but us or anyone we've told, surely, because no one else would have been down with.
Yeah, no one else knows except for the geezer. Oh, so what is his name? Did I write it down?
He's fucking dead, right?
I want to know his name.
I don't know. Could be. Why would he be dead?
Because the dragon like came and destroyed his whole fucking workshop and vault, and didn't we like flee and he was still in there?
Oh, maybe, yeah. I have an awful long term.
Magic has some inspiration.
Thank you.
It amazes me you can recall that, but you can't remember where you left your wallet last. But I appreciate it.
Nah,
Literally, things go into my brain, and then they disappear. But then, like, once enough time has passed for that thing to become long-term memory, it then comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I swear that is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Same as me. I couldn't remember what I fucking had for dinner last night, but you tell me what happened on a night out in 2017, I could probably tell you.
Oh yeah, dude. No, like, yeah. Do you remember when we used to go at that time at the viewpoint when this happened when we were like 15? Yes, clearly, clear as day.
I remember exactly what you said to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what did I do yesterday? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. What way did you go to work this morning? Well.
I was in the van.
Yeah. Surely I was driving.
I locked the front door today.
Yeah.
Roman.
I'm the worst at that with my car. I always forget if I've locked my car or not, and I always go back to check that I have.
It's always locked.
It's always locked.
His name was Wilman.
Wilman. Wilman? Was he the getaway driver of the clan?
No. That was the dwarven woman is Wilman.
Yeah,
But, yes,
Wilman was the guy
definitely-
below the mountain who built us. So gave me the starlight key.
There is also, you do now recall that there is a halfling Uncle Wheelman who is a notorious getaway driver.
Love it.
Wilman.
Guys, I don't think
He
you
looks
guys are
exactly
deep
like
these days.
Jason Statham if he was a hobbit.
The 3 feet tall. Oh fuck.
He's got the stilts which help him drive.
Yeah, and he wears like the same black cloak to all of his jobs.
We've also got Norman's cashier little cousin called Tillman. That was a stretch.
Yeah.
That was a stretch.
Oh, I like it. He's like once removed.
Yeah. And you've got the probably arguably the most intelligent of the clan, which is name which I've actually forgotten, so I'll stop there. Ah, no, it's come back to me. See, this
This
is
is a
what I'm talking
roller
about with the long-term, short-term memory. It is the pharmacist uncle known as Pillman.
I'm genuinely impressed at how many of these there are.
Mate, honestly,
yeah.
it goes deep. It goes deep.
What do you mean deep like your minor uncle, Coleman?
I love that. First name Seamus.
Seamus Coleman.
Seamus A.
Hey, Seamus.
Yeah, no, deep, deep like the Coleman.
So much fun. Leicester are winning.
Deep in a different way. Oh, that really doesn't do well for my fantasy team. Actually, it's
Adam
worse for
Ola
my
Luckman.
fantasy team though, Paddy. Don't you have Allison and Trent?
Oh God, have Leicester scored?
Yeah, they Adam Ola
Days
Luckman.
ago.
Oh, you're fucking killing me.
That wasn't ages ago, dude.
Don't have to worry about that because Robertson is one of the 7 players injured this week for me, or suspended. Injured or
Whereas
suspended.
if Schmeichel's on the bench on 12 points, like they haven't kept a clean sheet all season. They play against Liverpool
No,
and
they
within
penalty,
70, 65, yeah, within 60 minutes he's on 12 points.
Damn.
Invader did get me sick.
Why are Leicester
Mic
beating
off.
Liverpool and it's
Mic
not
on.
even Vardy who scored? Like, this is some sort of sick fucking joke.
Adam Ola fucking Luckman, bro. That's crazy.
Well, I know exactly how you mean with Schmeichel as well, mate. I literally
Yeah,
dropped
Liverpool's
Riyad Mahrez 3 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and since then he's returned 12, 10, and 13 for Chris.
Dewsbury Hall with
4
assist.
max he'd ever achieved was like a 4 on an assist. Like, nice. They had to get within like 16 minutes of actual playing time, and I was like, yeah, cool. Don't feel bad about this at all. Dropped him, and then he just fucking caught fire. Great.
Fucking Pep, mate. Honestly, he just causes so much depression within fantasy
Especially on
players.
these shit short game weeks. 12 probably wins you the game week.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
player.
it's crazy, isn't it?
Don't know about this game between me and Paddy though. Paddy's on fucking 24.
Yeah.
Who am I playing?
Oh, yeah,
this week?
Ward Prowse
Okay.
and Suchek returned.
Yeah, I'm on 10.
JWP's had a tasty couple of weeks. Been nice.
The guy is so good at free kicks. It's unbelievable.
I just need some people to do some stuff. I could go first here. This is our fucking chance. I'm doing a Spurs.
Oh, Jota, score. Oh, Jota goal, Trent assist. That's all we need.
Nah, Van Dijk goal with none of your players assist.
Fuck you. Right, should we stop the FPL chat?
Yeah, sure.
No, so that was all. It was all us.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I agree.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't have any idea how to defeat a massive fucking fire demon that comes
Oh, we're
around
not trying to defeat him. We're essentially
just let him burn out. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think one of the keys is if we have one of these keys, he cannot access the tomb without them, right?
Yeah, he needs all
That's
five.
what we'll do. So if we can essentially just keep your key safe,
Yeah.
we should be fine, right?
How did we ask Orba how long he will burn for before he burns out?
No,
We did not.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I would.
That would have been quite good.
Yeah, that would be really handy.
He did have a lot of time with her.
He did
Yeah.
ask us like 14 times. Do you have anything else you want to ask her?
Oh,
no.
I'd say it was
Okay, but so I think that's possibly step one, right? If all we're worried about is not letting Cinder access this, and we know he's going to have, cultists, followers, people to be wary of, we just have to keep this key safe. Which means we have to be, I would say, exceedingly vigilant, like around ourselves at nearly all times. Because if we're dealing with some people who want to get a fucking fire demon to engulf the world in flame and end the world as we know it, they're probably, these crazy bastards have probably got a myriad of tricks and, weapons or whatever. Yeah, not necessarily, but tricks, and they're probably quite powerful, So we should be in a state from now of consistent, constant vigilance. I think we should make use of Steve's hotel a lot more.
We always, but I know for a fact that that's not true.
No, we're not. We are not at all. No, we fuck around a lot. So this key, is it on your person, Rylan?
At all times.
At all times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can describe how you have it. Is it like on a chain around your neck, or is it just like in your pack, or
so
you baked into a red berry pie that you'll never eat?
It's in his prison pocket.
That's actually not a bad idea, actually, baking it into a red berry pie, but no, it's in my... Shove it up my ass! No, but what I was going to say is, could I potentially... I think it'd be worth it, right, to try and make some kind of, dwarven chain, which is, unbreakable, and then attach it to that, and then attach that to my person somehow.
I mean, you can forge the chain on without a lock or anything, or a way to get it off. You can make it small enough that it doesn't fit over your head.
You'd
have to,
have to take my head off.
Sounds
all that.
Good to me.
Yeah, kinky Joker. Eewee.
Gonna dab my head.
What do you want the choker to look like, Rob? Well, I want it to be black and velvet, and
have a little bell on the front. Be cute.
My favourite band is Dwarf.
That's an inspiration.
Yes.
So I think, for now it's just kind of upon my person, but well kept within my armour and stuff. I think it might be a good idea to secure it, so someone would have to literally take my head off or something to get at it. Because that's not going to happen.
Famous last words.
I mean, it doesn't have to be something so drastic as to put it inside you. Just, in a sort of pouch in the necklace under your arm or something is going to make it basically impossible to take it off of you without detection, Then there is the issue of what do you do when you sleep.
Sleep with my arm.
What if we could find you a magical lockbox?
Dude, we have a bag of holding.
Yeah, but a bag of holding isn't secure though. It's a good place to put something, but you can't lock it.
Yeah. Also, then that has to go to Derek, who then, depending if Lord finds out, that may or may not be a good thing.
Steve says he can keep it in his hotel safe.
Steve, how safe is the hotel safe? Talk us through the security of the hotel safe.
It's got Mordheim. Something's beginning with Mord. I think it is Mordekaiser's private sanctum. It's like a 4th level spell.
Is it numero uno? Okay, so and it's only accessible by you. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's got a password. It's got alarms on it.
I mean, that private sanctum spell seems pretty fucking legit. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
We can put it in. We can put it in there.
Past the barrier at the edge. It appears dark and foggy inside, preventing vision through it. Sensors like divination spells can't appear inside the protected area. Creatures can't be targeted whilst in the protected area. Nothing can teleport in or out of the warded area. And you can't travel between planes.
I mean, that sounds pretty legit. Probably better than any security we have.
It does, but also I don't like the idea of it just not being on my person.
I think Rylan, Hellbrecht's gonna sort of, turn to him and look him straight in the face but like in a friendly way, but in a serious moment. Just sort of say, Rylan, I understand that you were given the Starlight Key, but I feel, now that we know its importance, perhaps relinquishing it for a greater good to our friend Steve here, who can keep it safe, would be the most noble course of action.
I do appreciate what you're saying, but to think that Rylan is noble is folly. He cares for money and beer.
As the world ends, Rylan, there will be no money and there will be no beer.
It's true. It's true. That's a better way to go, Patrick.
We cannot risk some. There'll be many powerful agents out to take this key. Every night, the key will just merely be on your person. Even dwarves as mighty as yourself need to sleep, Marlin. So it will always be somewhat unguarded. This is the best we can do with Steve and his sanctum. I feel for the good of beer and pie everywhere, the key should be hidden away.
For the good of beer and pie.
Beer and pie.
Yeah, for the good of the beer and pie.
Once Cinder has burnt out, I'm sure you'll be able to take it back.
She always finishes her pie.
Always finishes the dinner. She's a good girl.
Okay, Rylan will succumb to it, but he wants to do it in secret so no one can see the key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why
That's fine to me.
with us, dude? What? Norman's hurt.
Because it's not to do this, to protect you guys, because you don't know what kind of power it holds. It may drive you insane.
Fuck off, it's not a Horcrux.
Well,
You never know, man.
it's true.
I'm an old, mighty dwarf with much girth. Its power may corrupt a small halfling mind.
Small.
Or a young orc.
True, but I am 75 years young.
I know, I do understand. But your mass is nothing compared to mine. Don't know why mass matters. No, comparing mass, bro.
My dick, rumble in the jungle. Your dick, by your uncle.
My dick, large like the Chargers, the whole team. Your dick look like the 14. What a tune, man.
Love that song.
It's great, isn't it?
Should get quite. I thought it was like legit flow. I was going to give out some.
Oh, yeah.
It's just my dick, something good. Your dick, something bad. Like, it's the whole song.
My dick, big like a bridge. Your dick, look like a little kid's. It changes that for the whole song. It's sick.
What's the Philippines one? I can't remember the first one.
Oh yeah, my dick, big like a chimney. Your dick, look like a kid from the Philippines. That's it, isn't it? That's fucking... Oh my god. I can't remember. Do you know where I think I first heard that song? I think Saint Vicious was like listening to it on stream or something.
Oh my god, Saint Vicious, Blast from the Past.
Yeah.
Wow.
I genuinely think that is. Yeah, I genuinely think that's where I first heard that.
Right, guys. Yeah, plan.
Sorry, yeah. So we sidebarred again.
Well, I mean, plan seems to put the Starlight Key into L safe. But I mean, like, long-term plan, like, I don't really know. Like, do we want to find more Starlight Keys? Is that really what we want to do?
I would like to. I know for certain. I would like to visit. I think we should start in the closest city. I don't know. We still don't know what we're going to do, but as an initial direction to head, if we could return to some sort of civilization, that would be good. And then maybe we can, start to gather info, keep our ear to the ground, look out for rumour. I'm sure Derek will be helpful in this right later on,
Can I make a suggestion, which I don't think any of you will be happy with?
While you're having this chat, guys, a message seems to come out from Orma. Seems to be a bulletin message that Norman instantly hears in his mind. It says, once a Starlight Key has been located, keep hold of it. It will lead you to other Starlight Keys.
Interesting.
But be warned, they all track each other.
Okay, so we probably do want to find more Starlight Keys.
Yeah.
Because that means less people come for us.
But then that also does mean, so the more people that find keys, the more in danger we are.
Pete,
Does-
how would the bag of holding work? Because technically it's a different dimension.
Yeah.
So if the Starlight Key was in that dimension, would it be locatable by the other Starlight Keys?
No. No, it wouldn't. Being in the bag of holding wouldn't affect its tracking capabilities. The private sanctum might do it though.
Okay, well the private sanctum is probably our best bet then. I suggest we don't tell Norma that we have a key, but we do.
Oh yeah, we keep that fact very
Yeah,
quiet.
that is just us.
I think we maybe ask what their plan is and try and make a bit of an alliance.
Yeah,
I trust
definitely.
Norma currently, and I do think she has a soft spot for me, whether she will admit it or not. And we can feign ignorance with the Starlight Key as well. If it's in that safe, we can be like, we didn't know, and Steve, don't worry, you'll be safe as well. We can say that one of your employees or someone like that knew about it and we didn't. Is there anyone you don't like in your in you know? Or we could even say Derek did it actually. Fuck that. We could blame all on Derek.
I was about to say all Steve's employees are family.
That's fair. Is Derek family?
Are there any rival hotels you'd like to take down? You could blame them, their concierge.
Yeah, but why would they store it in our hotel or Steve's hotel's safe?
The safe is greater, more secure.
Well, you got me.
I don't know.
But that's what I suggest anyway. I suggest we maybe speak to Norma, try and make some form of alliance.
Yeah. I mean, ask her where she's going.
Well, I mean, we're on the airship and she waited for us. She had no right to. She didn't need to. She could have left us there, but she didn't.
Well, yeah. So let's ask where she's going and see if we can come along for the ride and see if we can brainstorm any smart choices.
Okay. Can we speak
Yeah.
to Norma?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're just on the airship,
Well,
traveling somewhere. Yeah.
is
You don't know.
Norma with her crew or is she alone?
No, I'll say like a couple of weeks have passed, and like you could sort of target her on her own, or in the canteen maybe, or maybe while she's out captaining or driving the ship. You could like pick a moment.
Yeah, I'll go.
All of you as well. It doesn't have to be just Dave or.
I think we should go as a group. I think she'll probably see that we're not up to like nefarious business if it's not just me or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go as a group, but you lead.
Yes. Yeah. And I'll approach Norma as she's captaining. I'll go, Norma. I'm not afraid to admit that we need help, but we don't really know a plan. We would like to know what your plan is, and possibly alliance is a strong word, but maybe work together on this.
what will I get? You'd be getting my plan.
What would you like?
Your complete and utter compliance.
To the plan?
Oh yeah.
Can we hear what the plan is first?
And of the rest of them.
Don't worry, the rest of them will be answering to me on this one. Not in general, but for this one.
That won't be good enough.
I'm
I'll
not
need
saying
all of their
that.
blood bonds.
Sorry, say that again.
I'll need all of your blood bonds
Blood bonds.
to ensure utter compliance.
We'll need a guarantee that you won't ask us to do anything against each other.
Or that goes against people's religious swayings. Hellbait?
What is the how serious is a blood bond?
Oh, pretty serious. Imagine
Okay.
it's like some sort of unbreakable oath shit.
Yeah.
If I can hear these words that I will be agreeing to beforehand, I will consider it.
No, I think it's quite a lot to ask for us to agree to a blood bond without hearing what we're agreeing to. And I think.
Well, I think it's quite severe to ask for someone's plan to curry favour with
Didn't ask for your plan.
Grandpa.
Didn't ask for the whole plan. I asked for some.
I'm not trying to curry favour either. I would like to say that Hellbex is not trying to curry favour in the Norman clan. Hellbex is not doing that. What my interest is in stopping the world being engulfed in flame. The goings on of your clan.
Mission statement received.
No, I think this goes
She's
beyond the Norman. Oh, we haven't got a family name thing. That's what this goes beyond the clans. Interests, shall we say for now. I will be willing to give you all the kudos from whatever happens. You can take full spoils in regards to our family's little wager, shall we say, in lieu of us working together.
Kudos is cheap.
Kudos is not cheap when you're saving the world.
You're right, but if you're good at something, never do it for free.
And what does that mean?
If you want this alliance, I'm going to need the blood bond.
Oh, I feel like you're striking hard bargains here and not listening. I've given you quite a big offer, and you know that's quite a big offer.
Do you mean it though, Dave?
Everyone else in the family, for all they'll know, is you were bossing everything and it was all your plan. Regardless of what happens. Orma will only hear of how your bravery, so will Grandpappy, if he can still hear us, God rest his soul. It will all be under Norma's name for the family. Norman wants to help save the world. And Norman doesn't know where to begin. Please.
She seems to be genuinely swayed by this. She says, okay, for all the kudos and half the loot.
My share of the loot.
Your entire share of the loot.
My entire share of the loot.
Do we have an accord?
You and I do have an accord.
She offers out her hand. She spits on it too.
Oh, absolutely. That's Norman spits on his hand.
Yeah, when you're on an airship, you're effectively pirates. You need to do the pirate handshake.
Yeah, absolutely. And Norman locks eyes with Norma and says, "I do appreciate this, and I hope our relationship goes beyond the competition." And we'll shake hands and.
Yeah, absolutely. She says, well, now that you're part of the team, we are going to store. It's home of the biggest library on the continent.
Okay.
We are going to try to find out where any one of these starlight keys are. As she spins the wheel and alters the course for the city of Store.
City of Store.
It's a huge library city, basically. It's a font of knowledge, loads of universities and various mage guilds there.
How do you spell it, sorry?
Stror.
Thank you.
So yeah, guys, that's where we'll be next week. So have a think about if there's any other sort of things you want to investigate while you are there, because there will be a little bit of a not research time, but there might be an opportunity to stumble across some other useful information that you might be secondly perusing for.
Okay.
Could be learning spells, the secret of how to make something. Perhaps even maybe a skill tome would reside there. Who knows? So yeah, that's where we'll end it for today. But we got quite a bit of table talk, so that's kind of why I've also finished the session a bit early. Because we've got to do Secret Santa.
Yay!
Now, unfortunately, it's not really that secret, because whoever's got you is going to have to describe what they've got you.
Still fun.
But, yeah. But just in character, just say thanks, Santa, and we'll pretend that was just the narrator's voice. That was Morgan Freeman just speaking.
I'm Morgan Freeman. First time I saw Andy Dufresne.
Any more? Or?
Dude, that's fucking way too hard.
Alright, so Rob, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so mine is for Derek. And for Derek, I got him a beautiful pair of pig head cufflinks.
Oh, nice.
To go with his suit, and whenever Derek is in combat and he deals damage, they quietly oink. They're imbued magically to just quietly oink whenever Derek deals damage in combat. Just a little.
That's fucking great.
That's excellent.
Just piece of just little oink. They're beautiful when they're not winking and everything else, even while winking.
That's jokes.
Fantastic. Alright, Helbrecht or Norman? You want to go next?
I mean, my ones are much more boring than that, I'm afraid. But Helbrecht is giving up 1,000 of his own gold to shove towards Ralin 2 months of dwarven plate research.
Ooh,
Wow.
dude, that's fucking cool. I wouldn't say that's more boring.
That is sick.
I don't know, the fucking pig cufflinks are hilarious.
Yeah,
This is the gift card of Secret Santa.
yeah, but
But
it's like
yeah,
a gift card for something that you actually like. Like,
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Santa.
it's like a nice gift card, like for like, you know, if they did gift cards for the pub, you know.
Santa, thank you very much.
I went a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh,
Steve will be receiving a Prayer of Healing scroll. He'll also be
Ooh.
receiving a Shield scroll. He'll also be receiving a Potion of Spider Climb. And I also threw in a Santa hat for him.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, very good. Well, Steve has got Albrecht a little enchanted sticker that you can put on your scythe, and it will record the kill count.
ooh,
And every
That's
time you
cool.
kill something, it like pops up with like a little like emoticon of like a Helbrecht, like an emoji sort of like gif like Helbrecht with like a thumbs up or he dabs.
That's sick. Like a stat track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Stat Track Tech 9.
thank you very much, Steve.
And then
But
Derek's a
Santa.
very, very convoluted essay, so I'll let him do those Secret Santa next week, to be quite honest.
Oh my god. I wonder who that's for.
Yeah, I was about to say, look forward to it. It did sound fun.
Cool.
MVP guys?
I would like to nominate Norman, not for any massively particular moment, but did a lot of conduit work throughout the whole session.
Yeah.
So like, you know, this was a very like, you know, we were taking on information, learning a lot of new things. There wasn't too many opportunities for like, you know, big moments, as we were mostly sort of listening and learning and questioning and stuff. But I think Norman handled his role as you know, as sort of the most familiar in the situation quite well. So that would be my pick.
Yeah, I'd second that, yeah. You like led the way through it very well.
The way I imagine Norman's role in this session is if you've ever seen Inception and you know Elliot Page's character, where she literally just sort of asks the questions that the audience needs the answer to. That's sort
Yes, the Master and Apprentice dialogue.
Yeah. I'd like to nominate Steve for the safe for the Starlight Key, if I'm honest. I feel like that's super fucking handy to have.
True.
Very true. I'm going to keep my vote as Norman.
Probably.
Yeah, mine's Norman as well.
Yeah, no, fair. It's the same as me, mate. I thought you Storm.
Cheers, guys.
All right. What time can everyone do next week?
What is next week?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck is next week?
Next Tuesday is the first day that we're all back at work, basically, I think. Or at least those bank holidays.
Well, I'm back in on Monday.
So I get the keys to the new flat tomorrow, so we'll be moving sort of for the next month, but next week is fine. The week after I might have to miss because the internet changes on the 10th or the 11th, and then I'm away Wednesday to the weekend. So I might have to miss that week. But next week I'm pretty much open.
Okay.
In 2 weeks I might have to miss a sesh.
No worries.
Next Tuesday is the 4th.
Correct.
Which should be all I know, totally fine for me. So, pretty good. I can't do the third.
What are you saying, Robbo? I don't think any of us will be doing the third, mate.
No.
Yeah, the 4th works for me.
Alright,
I think
7.
I'm working till 7, but I'm not sure because I'm removed from quota because I'm mentoring, but I think my trainee is actually off that day, so I think I'll be until 7, but I need to double check that.
Okay, so we'll pencil in 7:30 on the 4th, and I'll text you maybe later on in the week then, Rob.
Yeah. Latest I'll be able to. I'll find out would be Monday the 3rd because that's when my manager's back in. But hopefully I should be able to find out before that.
Cool.
Awesome. Nice.
Guys,
Do
don't
everyone...
forget to like and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, I was
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Join our Patreon where you can pay us $1,000.
Yeah. For show notes and regular access to the super secret Discord channel, it's $5.99 a session. Sounds like a good deal? No.
That's actually.
Feet pics are £20 a toe.
Yeah.
£20 a toe.
Premium feet pic.
I keep my feet well.
3 toes, mate. That'll do me.
If you want any undies, they're free because honestly they are disgusting.
They just pictures.
And that's what makes them valuable, Dave.
Oh shit! Sorry, no, £50 a pair. Plus a $5 plus gift mark.
Wait, whoa. Did Liverpool lose? Did Liverpool fucking lose?
Yeah, lost 1-0.
Oh, why? For fuck's sake.
Michael's almost but surely picking up all 3 bonus points as well.
I really wish I brought in a Leicester defender. Damn.
Oh, mate.
Okay, Liverpool. You must be joking.
Bro, I got fucking Schmeichel. Yeah, he's gonna get all 3 points.
But obviously.
I mean, that's like that's like a completely understandable not picking the Leicester defence when they haven't got a clean sheet all year.
If Tielemans played 34 minutes, does he not get a point for a clean sheet?
No, you need to pay.
You say 60.
Yeah, so if they get subbed... Oh.
That is Leicester's 3rd clean sheet of the season.
That's horrible, isn't it? I think
that is actually... That is, how many fantasy football players across the world do you think that has fucked? Like, literally...
I picked Schmeichel thinking that'd be decent. He got 9 points on the first week of the season. Their next clean sheet was game week 16.
That's so peak as well. Schmeichel was naughty for me last season. He was actually quite good. Like, I had him
right. And
the whole season.
Then I benched him, and he just got 12 points this week.
It's going to be 15 as well.
Which it's going to be 15, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That's game changing.
That is your Liverpool and Leicester players. You got 9 points.
Yeah, I know. That's like half my team. Like straight up.
You know what? I actually thought that I would get absolutely demolished due to that game, but it's actually sort of game on.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I was entirely banking on like that game. Like I didn't want to jinx it and say it out loud, but I was like, man, Liverpool can fucking demolish Leicester. Like hopefully like at least a goal from one of my guys, clean sheet. Probably a nice, tasty little, 21-point return from them. Yeah, sure, Vardy and Tielemans will get, 2 points, but, I was hoping on, probably, 20 plus points from this game. And I've got 9. So,
it's not
yeah. And you know what's super annoying as well, right? I'm venting now. Fucking Grealish, okay, is my second overall pick. I know people said that, he's probably not worth. I took him. Okay, Man City have scored 20 goals in their last 3 games or something, right? And he just hasn't played in any of them games, and has done. I think he might have played in one of them.
Scored against Leeds. He was one of